Hey warriors, welcome to Warrior Strength Yoga Flow. I am Lauri and this is Pancake, the feisty feline. Welcome to practice today. So glad you could join us. Today for you I have a practice challenging mentally and physically, and we're going to focus on being fearless, particularly fearless about flying and taking flight, allowing yourself to soar and be free and be the most amazing you ever. So taking advantage of your limitless potential here. So again, fearless. I have my fearlessness yoga mat here with the Abeha mudra, as well as the painting helping us out today. Fearless in flight. In order to fly, we have to ground down. So we need to be supported and really take root and establish that foundation. So let's do that. And as you start to settle in, allowing your root to grow, your seat, your sitting bones, just to root into the earth and really take it from your heart, your core, all the way into the core of the earth. Inhale. Exhale with a sigh. Inhale, exhale and sigh. Inhale, exhale with a sigh. And begin to really accentuate now that grounding down as you root even more. Inhale and hug and lift. Press the breath out. Beautiful. Elongate through the crown. And allow whatever sensations you are experiencing to be there. Notice, what does it feel like to be you? What does it sound like, smell like? What thoughts are running through? So without judging what you think or should or shouldn't be doing or feeling or experiencing, just notice. Accept it. Be grateful for it. And then start taking the breath around the body. Use that breath as you inhale. Bring in an intention to be fearless. As you exhale, swirl the breath around and take away, clear anything that's standing in your way of that. Blow it out with the out breath. Inhale, let the breath swirl around, looking for tension and tightness in the body or a limiting thought or belief. And just let that breath swirl and clear it out, blow it away. Breath by breath, releasing a little bit more, making a little more room. And then coming into the heart space, observe what this looks like, feels like, sounds like, smells like. And then do some clearing when you're ready. Again, bring that breath in, swirl it around, clear, make some space. Maybe bring in a clear, glowing green light and let that swirl around and pick anything up that's not necessary. And as you blow it out, maybe the light's a little tainted as you clear away even more. So when you made the space, now take that intention to be fearless in flight. Be free, allow yourself to soar. And bring in the affirmation, I am fearless, I am free. I am fearless, I am free. And another breath or two to be grateful for who you are and what you are experiencing. Nice. And as you're ready, we'll begin to move the body around. You can let your eyes stay gently closed or allow them to open as we fire up from the inside a little bit more. Take that breath in. Exhale, hug and lift from the pelvic floor. Squeeze the breath out. Inhale, I'm going to start to move this. So I'm going to turn. So inhaling the heart up. Exhale, draw back. Inhale. Let that heart soar. Exhale, gently come back. Inhale. And exhale, open the back body. Open the heart as you inhale. So releasing, again, hug and lift, press the breath out, warming up from the inside out. So the practice today, again, around taking flight and being fearless, we're going to build ourselves a crow pose. Beautiful. So one more breath here, and coming to a tabletop, hands in under shoulders, and then you can back off if you need to. Make some more space in your wrists, knees under hips. Again, so make all these movements your own, safe and particular for your own body. Bend your elbows, and a few cat and dogs here as you're exhaling to cat, inhaling to dog, or switch it up. And play with it, spiral it, spin it. Nice. So one more breath. And come back to a neutral tabletop. Take a breath here, and as you exhale, draw the lower belly into the spine. And take that right leg back. And take it all the way up as far as you can go. Bring the knee in towards your nose, bend your elbows as you do this, and then press. So we're going to get a little physics going from the ground. As you press, resist, and release, get some energy back from the earth and press it out. Knee in, exhale, inhale. This time bring the knee out to your shoulder, to the outside, and press back out. Bring it in and out. One more in. And one more out. Bring the knee back into center. And back to tabletop. Nice. Realign yourself and plant your fingertips down if you didn't already do so. Spread your fingers wide so you can start to get some strength building up in your hands. Hug and lift the belly button toward the spine. Extend that left leg out and up. Take it up and then in as you exhale. And stretch it on out. Bring it in, exhale, and out. One more into the center, out. And this time come to the outside of your left elbow. Squeeze and extend. Get those side of your waist working, developing some strength that we need for crow. And exhale one more time, back and to center. So we're going to chip away at this pose as we can do with any challenge. Taking your booty up to a down dog, pedal out. So you don't just want to hit it to your, you want to chip away and build up your strength, build up your flexibility and your alignment. So let's take this into a wave, into a plank. Nice. Take your knees down, but don't touch the floor, and then draw yourself back up to a down dog. Wave it again to plank. Let your knees hover above the floor, and then draw your seat back up to a down dog. One more. Wave it back to plank. Take your knees down, and back up to down dog. Awesome. Give it an inhale here, exhale, release some fear. Bend your arms, bend your legs, extend your right leg up. Beautiful. Bring it in toward your chest, toward your nose. Bend your arms and bring it back up. You can put your left knee down for this again, or not. Bring it back in. One more. And then this time we're gonna go back out to the outside of your right arm, up towards your shoulder or wherever you can get your knee. This time, squeeze, hold, breathe. Yeah. And back up to down dog. Give it an inhale, exhale, lion's breath. Bend your arms, bend your legs, extend the left leg up. Bring your knee in toward your chest and back up. Again, you can be down on your right knee for this too. Back up, one more in and one more up. And this time we're gonna go out to the left shoulder and back up. Squeeze it to the left side. Back up. One more and hold for a breath. Yeah, you got this. Squeeze, hold, but don't hold your breath. And back up. Bring that left foot down to meet the right. And we'll do a little twist. And the knees go to the right, the hips go to the left, back to center, knees to the left, hips to the right. And back over. Nice. Let's take this through a vinyasa. Wave your spine to plank. Tap the knees down this time and lower. Keep the shoulders and belly lifted. And give yourself a cobra and down. Press your pubic bone into the floor and then peel yourself off and down. You can widen your feet if this bothers your back and not go up as far. One more. A look to the right, a look to the left, back down, and find your way back to a down dog. Nice. Give it an inhale, give it an exhale. Bend your arms, bend your legs, and jump toward the front of your mat, just not all the way. Your feet are under your hips, wave your spine long. Press your feet down and lift yourself up. Take it down again. Wave your spine long. And plant those strong fingertips down. Hop on back to down dog. Let's take this through again. Tap your knees down, lower, inhale it up. And this time if you want to leave the tops of your feet down and just draw that belly up and come into a down dog, or however you want to get there. Inhale, exhale, bend your arms, bend your legs, take that right leg up, bring your knee in toward your chest and step forward. Wave your spine long, make some room. The left arm's going to come under the left shoulder, right arm to the sky and twist. Take your arm and inwardly rotate that shoulder, bend the back leg as you exhale, bend the leg, take the arm down, inhale it up, straighten the back leg. Arm comes down, leg bends, and straighten. Exhale, exhale. Inhale, take it around one more time. Nice. Right arm's gonna come down. Take that left leg up, shake it out if you need to. Back to down dog. Bend your arms, bend your legs, extend the left leg up. Bring your knee in toward your chest and step the left foot toward the left thumb. Elongate the spine. Fix your shirt if you need to. Take that right arm under the right shoulder. Left arm's gonna come up. And exhale, bend your back leg. Bend and circle the left arm. Extend. Exhale, exhale, bring it around. Extend. And one more. Bend. And extend a little straighter for you. Fill out that shape. Enjoy the twist. And then bring the left hand back down. Shake the left leg out if you need to. Back to down dog. Inhale, exhale, and let's move this. Wave to plank and hold your plank for a breath or two or three. Breathe. Yeah, just hang out. Now tap your knees down, lower, leave your shoulders lifted. Inhale. If you're ready for an up dog, press into your hands and let the tops of your legs just brush the earth. Back to down dog, however you want to get there. Inhale, exhale.
Bend your arms, bend your legs, and give yourself a nice little hop toward the center of your mat. Wave your spine long and take a few breaths to wave and squeeze your wrist out like you're drawing your hand away from your forearm. So make some space there. Nice. And shake it out if you need to. And we're gonna prep here for our first pre-flight test. So hands are coming down, really strong fingertips. And bring your feet wide, even wider than your arms, wider than your hands are, and come up onto the balls of your feet like you're in stiletto-asana. And your hips aren't going to be up real high, so take them down if they are up. And just pause here and walk your hands back a little. And you're just going to test the waters out. Test the air out, I guess, since we're taking flight. Put some weight into your hands, and here, widen your shoulders. So you don't want them all squished in. You can come down into a malasana to rest when you need to. So what you want to do is take your shoulders and squeeze them out wide, and then bring your knees in to hug. Okay, pause there for a breath or two. So you're building strength, building a foundation, and then step or hop back to a down dog. Let's wave this out. And this time come down to your forearms and pause. We'll build some more strength, core, your shoulders. Beautiful, breathe. Yeah, this is so much fun for me too. Take it back up, tap the knees down, and the lower. So go through your vinyasa, however you want to get back to a down dog. You can come through child's, or you can come through pointed plank. Give it an inhale, exhale, release. Nice. As you bend your arms, bend your legs here, take that right leg up. Bring your knee in toward your chest, toward your nose. Come up really high, squeeze, and then step forward. And elongate your spine, make some room. And bend that back leg so you can release your hips as you come up. And take it all the way up. You're gonna take fist of fire down and extend. So come into a lunge and arms up. And now we're going to switch this up and just get a little counter openness in the chest, and then bend your leg in as you hug. Open and extend, arms out to the sides, bend the leg in and give yourself a hug. Take it out again and in, and one more out. Pause here for a breath or two, and then take it in, pause for a breath or two, and back down. This time, come to your fingertips. So we're going to do some strengthening here. Take a breath and jump and switch legs. Jump and switch. Jump and switch. Jump and switch. One more. Jump and switch. So now we're on the other side with the left leg forward, right leg back. Give yourself a nice wave. Elongate your spine. Bend into that back leg. Press down on your feet. Lift up. And a few fist of fire lunges here. Exhale, bring those fists down, bend. Careful that your knees don't go past your heel and your knee is lined up with your toes. So you want your foot be facing one way and you need to face the other. So, healthy joints. One more. This time, take it out. Bend your leg in and give yourself a hug. Take your arms out and bend in, hug. Take it out. and in. And this time, open for a breath. Extend, elongate. And then take it in. Exhale. Inhale. Love yourself here. Nice. And take the hands back down, strong fingertips. Again, jump switch, jump switch, jump switch, jump switch, and jump switch. Nice. That's fun. I like that. Take that right leg, shake it out. And stack the hips. Get a little hip flexor, stretch in. Right hip over left, bend your right leg. You can figure eight this with your knee tracing figure eights. Or just hold for a breath or two. And then extend your leg and bring it back down. Give it an inhale. Give it an exhale. Bend your arms under your legs. Extend the left leg up now. And bend, stacking your left over your right here. And figure eight. Or just hold. Take it up. Again, wherever it feels right to you, left leg comes back down. Bend your arms, bend your legs, and hop toward the center of your mat. So your feet are lined up under your hips. Wave your spine long and take it down. This time, lightly clasp your hands behind your back and then give your shoulders a nice squeeze out there. You can still wave the spine long or back and forth, bending a leg side to side. And then release. Give yourself a squeeze again. Squeeze, make some space in your wrists. And then when you're ready again, placing your fingertips down. Two strong palms, so you're really gripping through the fingers. Take your feet back a little bit more, even than you think, and then come up into that stiletto asana. Shoulders back, squeezing wide, and then knees squeezing all the way up to your shoulders, so not on the back, not on your triceps. That would hurt, and your knees would probably slip anyway. So inhale here, exhale, and maybe just lean a little bit more into the palms of your hands. Take your booty down. Your head's looking forward. Nice. So just test this out, play with it, put a little more weight into your hands. And then jump back. And move this through a vinyasa. Bend your arms, bend your legs here. Jump forward, kind of toward the center of your mat. Wave your spine long, press down into your feet, and let's take this all the way up for a breath. Shake it out. Squeeze out your wrists again. We've been on them a lot today, so we want to make sure we give them a little counter love. Nice. Come back to a mountain for a breath or two. And just reset your focus again on being fearless. I am fearless. I am free. I am flying. Ground down a little more through your feet, root down, draw that energy up so you're supported and elevating, and extend your arms up now and wave down. Wave your spine forward. Beautiful. Now step your feet back again, a little bit more to give yourself room. We're going to go for this now. Ready? Yes. So bend into your knees a little more. Take your heels up off the floor. walk your hands back. So if you try and take this all with your feet together to start, you're all crunched in, and I'll show you this from this side, how crunchy that is. So if you start with your knees wider and your hands a little wide, take your shoulders out rather than crunching in, so you'll make a more stable base. Walk your hands back till you find that spot where your knees, again, are on the outside. And resist getting your booty way up in the air. Keep it low. And then you're just going to play with some geometry here. Again, shrug your shoulders back and wide and slide your heart and your head forward until you find that spot where you just effortlessly, well, not effortlessly, but there'll be a point where, again, come down to Malasana and rest or on your seat. But rather than jumping into this, when you just slide forward, everything will line up and the geometry, the physics will all come to that perfect place where it's balanced. It's not forced. And let's try it again. So line yourself up, feet kind of wide, come into your stiletto asana. Walk your hands back, strong fingertips, shoulders come wide, knees pressing in, slide your heart forward, breathe, and then when you find that sweet spot, you take flight, maybe your feet come together now, beautiful, and you breathe, maybe you come up a little higher, maybe you come out of it, again, or you're still going toward that, because there definitely needs to be a certain amount of strength to achieve this, absolutely. So, you know, step by step, build up and don't rush it. So that was fun. Want to try it again? I do. Let's do it again. Shake it out. One more time. Line yourself up. Okay, walk your hands back. Make sure your feet are wide. And again, if your tush is up really high, you're going to come forward. The weight won't be distributed properly. So wide shoulders, knees hugging in to the outside. So use your core, that root lock, and slide your heart and head forward. So you're making a triangle with your head. And if you go a little too far, you know what, you'll just come out of it, just like that. So play, have some fun, don't take it too seriously, but do take it step by step. And now let's come down into a Malasana, or in a seat. Whew, and that was awesome. Shake your wrist out, and let's, I'm gonna come forward here so I can see you, into a butterfly. So we'll give another opportunity to fly here and let your wings be free and flap side to side. And just enjoy the freedom and the movement here. So you did awesome. No matter at which point you took the crow to, you were still taking steps. You were flying, releasing, maybe a little less scary of a pose now that you take it step by step. So enjoy the flight of the butterfly now. You can open up your feet a little more, possibly, or even put some support under your legs so you can make this a more restorative posture. Crawl your hands forward and wave the spine. Take it over to the right. You reach a little more into the left fingertips. Wave the spine here. And then wave yourself up and over. And a little bit more. Reach into that right arm. Enjoy that stretch along the right side body. And back up through center. So let's come around to the long edge. If you have a brick available or a bolster or something to elevate your hips, if not, press pause and come back and join me. A book. You're gonna lie on your back. Take the brick under your hips and pause. So you're gonna release the hip flexors and the psoas a bit. So you'll find you don't want it in your lower back. You'll find that spot where it's just under your hips, where it's supportive but not jamming into your back. Extend the left leg long. That's the left leg. Yeah, the right arm and the left leg. And just let the hip flexor stretch out. Let the psoas stretch. You may need to change the height of the block depending on your flexibility. And now walk that shape over to, let's see, the right a little bit. So your legs are going to the right, your torso will go over to the right, and now make a little moon shape. And then back to center, take it the left leg up and extend the right leg and the left arm. Take a breath here and release. And then move your right leg over to the left a bit, and then take your top of your torso over to the left. So curve this sideways. Breathe and release. Back to the center. Bend both legs in. Now you can test this out if you want to straighten both legs and both arms extended over your head. See how that feels. Or just one at a time. Again, depends on your flexibility right now, the way you're feeling. And you don't want to arch here, so just draw your navel back a little bit to keep some integrity there and some support. Linger as long as you like. When you're ready to come out, bend your legs and remove the brick. Place one vertebrae down at a time. Give yourself a hug. And then place your feet back down on the floor. Give another inhale, exhale. Press your feet into the floor and then begin to lift your hips up off the floor into a baby bridge. And breathe. So be sure to allow that space and your neck so that's curving naturally. You don't want your chin tucked down or up too high, so you want that little natural curve in your neck. You press down into your heels a little more. Take your knees, not touching, but toward one another. Exhale, and then let yourself come down one vertebrae at a time. Give yourself another hug. And then if you like, taking it up again, so mindfully placing your feet down. Start to press into the floor and then reach your hips up, bringing one vertebrae at a time. If you're up enough, keeping your arms, your shoulders in a neutral alignment, you can clasp your hands and reach under yourself, or leave your arms to the sides. Maybe take your hips up a little more, extend onto the balls of your feet as you raise your hips up more. Then take your heels down, leave your hips where they are. What can you release here? Where can you let go? Release some fear. You are fearless. And when you're ready, release, let go of your clasped hands. Take one vertebrae at a time down. Give yourself another hug. Whew, that feels good. And then take your feet down, your feet along the edges of your mat or just wider than your hips so you can windshield wiper your knees back and forth. Reset your hips. And then bring him in for another hug and do a few circles here. So massaging your spine, especially your lower spine and sacrum, into the floor a bit. Back to center. Let's get a nice spinal twist in here. Your arms come out to the sides. Inhale and then exhale. Your knees over to the right. You can place your right hand on top of your left leg to give yourself a little extra support, extra assist. Look over your left shoulder to complete the twist. And breathe. Release to let yourself soar and fly. Release fear, ground down. I am fearless, I am free. Head back to center. Release your leg if you have that. Exhale your knees up and over to the left. My breath. Nice, your head can come to the right. And just savor the shape that you are. Feel the space that's being created as you melt away any tensions here. You can place your left hand on top of your right leg if that feels good. One more breath. Inhale your head to center. Exhale your knees to center. Give yourself another hug. And a few rock and rolls. Anything that you feel that you need now, you pause here for a breath or two first, and then see if you need any more movement, if there are any more areas that need to be worked out. You can press pause and again play a little bit and rejoin us when you are ready to come into a relaxation. So give yourself that freedom to play for a few moments and then come back and join for a relaxation. So as you're ready, extending into a full relaxation pose, a full Shavasana, finding symmetrical, comfortable shape. Inhaling, exhale, side out. Inhale, exhale, side out. One more. From here, just allow yourself to continue to breathe softly and deeply
With each breath, let go of a little bit more. Any residual fear or resistance, anything you're holding on to, allow the out-breath to clear it. Create some more open space in your body, in your mind. Allow your spirit to soar even higher, realizing that you are unlimited potential. You have access to the love and light that you are. You can achieve anything you can imagine. Allow yourself to melt a little bit more into the earth as you exhale. As you inhale, feel yourself flying high, light, free. And please feel free to linger here as long as you'd like. And then when you are ready, deepening the breath, wiggling fingers and toes. Extend your hands over your head and just full body stretch. Bring yourself lovingly back. Rolling over to one side, mindfully pressing yourself up, allowing your eyes to stay closed a bit longer. Keep your focus internalized a bit longer. And once again, reground. Bring the breath in through the nose and down through your core, through your root, really rooting down into the earth. Hug and lift. Bring that support, that breath back up. And just give yourself a few moments here. And allow yourself to be here, fully grounded, fully rooted, but with this new ability, or maybe not a new ability, but a revisited, because you've always had it. It's always there, but just this new awareness of this ability to fly, to be free. So whatever you did today, be proud, and you did it in mindful consciousness and alignment. You have those wings you earned. Inhale and exhale. Melt down through your core. Press the breath out. You are an awesome rock star warrior. So take this new emerged freedom that you have and go create something spectacular today. Thank you for joining me for a wonderful practice today. Om Shanti Shanti Shanti. Namaste.